Here at the Office of Jim Zeta, we've represented victims of sexual harassment for over 15 years, and one of the questions that we're commonly met with is, should I tell my spouse? Should I tell my spouse that I've been sexually harassed? And I gotta tell you that there's no clear answer to that question. There are a number of factors that go into considering whether or not you should tell your spouse and how much you should tell your spouse. I think the number one factor is, what is the relationship with your spouse? You know your spouse better than anybody. You know how they'll react. Do you have a spouse that has a temper, that may go to the workplace and try and confront the individual that did this to you? You probably don't want that. And so, one of the things that you want to do is figure out, what type of spouse do you have? Do you have a completely supportive spouse that will say, I support you in this, I know, I believe in you, I'll support you, you can handle it, I'm just here to be your support system? Well, then you might want to tell them at that point. But other factors that go into it are also, maybe you want to talk to a psychologist or psychiatrist or counselor to figure out how best to approach your spouse about it. Also, you can talk to an attorney about your legal rights to determine whether or not you're going to pursue it and how much you're going to pursue it, and whether it's even worthwhile going through all those steps. And also then within your company, what's your company policy? Have you invoked the company policy? Has the company gone ahead and taken care of it? Have they fired the individual? Have they gotten the individual out? Look, if the company's taking care of the problem and you go back to your spouse, you can say, look, I was sexually harassed at work. I went in, I told the company, I followed the policies and procedures, and they fired the male or female that did that to me. Most spouses will be supportive and won't take any further action because of it. But it's not an easy answer. It's an answer that's very personal to you, and you need to get as much advice as you can before you go ahead and make that decision.